Hey Ling, how are you?
Hi, hello all. I'm
Great
pretty
to
good.
see you.
Yes, and you?
I'm good, I'm good. Still in Kuala Lumpur, getting ready to travel to France soon for a little bit of time off and
Wow.
see my family, so quite exciting. Um,
Yes,
so nice to see you too. So you're based in Chiang Mai, right? In Thailand.
yes, yes,
Great. Such a paradise for bikers. I can't wait to
yes,
go.
of course. Yes, of course.
So, little introduction about yourself, Ling. You have quite an interesting journey. So, you are 3 times cancer survivor, which is quite
Yes.
impressive. I can't imagine how much you've been through. And most importantly, I wanted to interview because I heard about you and your inspiring story and how you use motorcycling as a vehicle to speak out and to campaign for the cause that is close to your heart. So
Mhm.
today we're going to speak about that and about your experience and also your healing journey because it's
Yes.
very common actually for women who've been through physical or even emotional challenges and difficulties. It's very common for the women to have found good and to have found peace in a way through motorcycling. I mean, I've heard a lot of stories about that. So
Mhm.
I'm very happy to hear about yours today. So first, let's start off. If you can tell me how you came into motorcycling. Was it before your sickness? What is after? Can you tell me what brought you? When did you take the step to start riding a motorcycle?
I start riding motorcycle. Actually, I started when I was teenager, but with small bike, because I live in out country. I live in border. My hometown is in border Thai, Malaysia, Padang Besa in Thailand. So like a country girl, we use the motorbike to go anywhere in the town. I mean, so I start riding since I was like 15 or something. But my first time for big bike is in 2015. Yeah, 2015 after my second cancer, and then because of cancer, so cancer brought me to motorcycling. I would say that. Uh-huh. Because my second cancer made me think about life, that I was faced to nearly death situation. How to You get what I mean? Because my first time of cancer, that is the first time that I close to death for me. So the second time is like something, is a sign of something that, okay, I should live my life. So that's why I gonna do anything I want to do before I die. I think like that. So I start learn how to ride the bike with the clutch, because the big bike we use the clutch, right, to ride. So I don't know how to ride it. So I take a course, the basic big bike, to learn how to ride it. And then after that, I bought a bike and then started right away. Since then, so far.
Yeah, so basically, it's you had to be facing death and realizing that you didn't have much time to live and you wanted to do
Yes,
whatever you loved and you wanted to try before dying. And
yes.
that's what brought you to motorcycling. Okay, well, I hope that many more women will start motorcycling without having to face death, hopefully.
Yes, yeah,
I
of
understand the
course.
I understand the trigger. I understand the trigger. And what do you love about motorcycling? Because you could have decided to do something else, another activity. So why motorcycling in particular as your bucket list, and what do you love about it?
I think because I travel abroad, and then, by I go anywhere by the train, by plane. But sometimes when I go abroad, and I met some people, they're traveling with bike, And then the first time I met them, I said to myself that, oh, it's wow, they're doing something that I never done before. So if I have chance, I gonna do like them, to riding a motorbike, traveling anywhere, even going solo or whatever. So I think this impression just pop up in my mind when I when I when I got a second cancer. That's it. And then, okay, after that, when I decided to buy a bike, no one in my family, I mean, my mother, my brother, sister, no one agree with me. But I just I told them that, okay, I'm not afraid of die, because they afraid that I'm gonna get an accident from motorbike. But I don't think about that. And I told them that I don't I I don't scare of, I'm not afraid of death or whatever, by accident, by motorcycle or whatever. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ride it, even if I'm riding alone, solo, no, with no one. I'm gonna do it. You get what I mean? So when I ride it, so it's my first time that I feel free. I never know that it's gonna be like that before. I don't know. I I don't know how to express, but I feel free, and it's become peaceful when I write. I have to be concentrate on the word, and then that's it. So when I write, I my adrenaline is coming out. I don't know. It's just happy, and I said, okay. I just say thank you to myself. That, okay, thank you that I'm doing this, and this is, I never know before, if I don't try or I don't start doing this, I'm gonna know, and I will not know how it is, how it feels, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I totally feel you. I mean, it's very difficult sometimes when people ask you to explain, and the best way to do it. I mean, I had a friend who was always asking me, and I was describing, but you have to feel it, and
Yes, yes,
I will always say, come on a ride with me, come on my back. It's not the same. Riding is, again, a totally different sensation,
yes.
but better.
Many people ask me why I write. I said I don't know, and if I explain you how how is it, you will not know. You
Yeah,
will know when you write.
you need
You
to try
just write.
it.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
mentioned earlier, so I was curious to know if you face any challenges as a woman rider, in particular in Thailand, or so you mentioned the family. So, for example, I had my friend I know in India, or some women that I interviewed in Bangladesh, in Indonesia to some extent. That depends. And in Malaysia, the Malaysian, I would say. The families would tend to tell them not to do it because it's dangerous. Or
Yes,
in India, it's more like because they want it's the men who are riding bikes. Or so there's a little bit of patriarchy mindset there, for example. So, but in
yeah.
Thailand, it's pretty. I mean, when I went to Thailand, it's pretty open. But I was wondering if you had any challenges. So you mentioned convincing your family, but do you face any other challenges of being a woman riding in Thailand?
Actually, before I start riding motorcycle, I know I don't know about I know nothing about motorcycle or the people who ride. I know no one, and I haven't seen any woman ride in Thailand before. And when I start riding, and many people talk to me, they say that women cannot do it. is the main thing. The motorbike is the main thing. But I would say to them that no, anyone can ride, you know. I'm a woman and I can ride, I can do it too. And I show you that I can. And also any woman can do it as well. So when I start riding and I start to know more people, mostly the guys, you know, at first. And after that, I start to know that there are some ladies, not some now, it's many ladies, women who ride in Thailand. And after that, I found foreigner, female foreigner who ride in Thailand, who stay in Thailand as well. So it's not the, it's become a big and bigger, I mean, more women who ride in Thailand.
It's a growing community, definitely.
Yes.
So
yes.
I understand that is, so sometimes you get, so I understand two main challenges from what you say. One is finding a community of women riders that can be a little bit challenging to make friends and in the riding community. And second, having people telling you that it's not for women. So
Yes.
if there are other women who are watching this interview and they are interested in motorcycling, but they face the same issues like you, they struggle to find, they would like to find friends to ride with, and you know, the family or the friends, they say it's not for them. What would you tell them? What would you tell them to encourage them?
First, I would tell them that you just do what you want. I mean, you just do it just for you, just do it for you, not for anyone else, just for you. If you love to do it, just do it. And then it doesn't matter that you're gonna ride solo or ride in a group or whatever. You will find, you will find yourself what you do about riding motorcycle. The same as me, that for at first time that I ride, I don't think I'm gonna find a friend. I'm gonna find a friend who ride. I thought that I'm okay. I'm gonna ride solo, no, with no one, and then I'm gonna keep doing what I want to do. But after that, when I start riding, I start to know more people, know more ladies who ride, and they become my friend. And then you will, I mean, for women, it's another angle of your life that you will, it's become your new angle of life that you never known before, that this gonna be a part of you, a part of your life. You get what I mean? Because if I don't write, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I mean, today my life have changed, totally changed when I start writing. I have said that cancer changed my life, but motorcycle give me a life, and it's really is. So I still yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that? So, you know, because you're not the first person that I've heard also speaking about the power of healing when you travel by motorcycle, when you ride your bike and so on. So I was interested to know, like, how did motorcycling, in what ways did motorcycling help you fight cancer and fight the difficulties which were probably physical, of course, but also emotional, mental. So how did motorcycling help you in those different fights? Because you started riding after your second cancer, but then you had third cancer. So how did motorcycling help you in the way?
I would say when I ride, I feel really happy. I mean, deeply, truly happy when I ride. So when I feel, you know, stress or mental or physical, what to say, not problem. When I, yeah, so riding, I don't know how to say, it's like, you know, when you ride, you feel happy, and you forget anything that made you feel bad, you know, even both physically and mental. I forgot anything. I forgot everything when I ride, because when I ride, I focus on the road. I'm focused anything in front of me, and then when riding, it's become peaceful in my mind, and then I start to think about myself, what happened, what I have faced, what I have fight to, and then I talk to myself, and it's kind of healing, because you talk to yourself. Mostly, we we don't talk to ourselves. I, yes, you get what I mean, because we mostly we talk to other. We met people, met friends, we have society, you know, but we never come back to our mind to talk
Yeah.
to ourselves, to talk to yourself, you know. But when you're doing that, it's very good. It's pretty good. It's it's like you know yourself better,
Yeah.
much better for me. I know myself very well today. You know, I am 48 years old now, and I I I start knowing myself since my second cancer.
So
That's it.
how old were you?
Hmm?
You said 2016. It's 2016 that you started, right?
Yes, 16, 15, something.
16. Okay, so
Yeah,
it's been 6 years basically. Okay, so you were 40.
yeah, 6 years now.
So when you were 42 when you started getting to know yourself in a way.
Yes. You know, and many,
That's a good
many,
example to maybe younger women who see us
yes,
out there, maybe don't wait that long.
yes. That's, I am an example of many lady, many girls that who haven't found themselves.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Never know yourself, never know what you want in life. I know it before, but I think it's not real, not a real thing that I need in life. But after motorcycling, I know myself very well.
That's very deep, very interesting, and I really feel what you're saying because I'm also I'm teaching some women, and I have women from all different backgrounds, young, older, Asian, non-Asian, different religion, different age, and it's very interesting because they often tell me the same, that they learn so much about themselves. You
Yeah.
go deeper. I understand what you mean by talking to yourself. I think
Mm-hmm.
sometimes women, they talk to themselves, we talk to ourselves, but we tend to have maybe overwhelming or negative thoughts, and
Yes.
thinking is not necessarily good. But when you're on the bike, it's not so much thinking rationally, it's feeling, you know
Yes.
you're right,
Yes.
this sense of peacefulness. It's a little bit like meditation, and
Yes.
known that the mindset is so important in healing people. The mindset,
Yes.
because the hormones that it triggers in your body, and having the mindset really impacts on the healing process. So I totally see what you mean when you say I'm peaceful, I don't think about things, I feel happy. So, in the hospitals, there are, hospitals when they put clowns, and because they want people to smile and still be happy because it's part of the healing process. So
Yes.
That's very interesting. Yeah.
I always look on the bright side, always be optimistic.
Yeah.
I actually I don't know that I am an optimistic person, but my friend who knows me, they most of them tell me that I'm an optimistic and said, oh, okay, yeah. And
Yeah.
but it's good as well, it's good too.
And
And
it's part of the mindset.
yeah.
But you know, also in motorcycle skills, we always teach and learn that we need to look where we want to go. We need to look at the solutions. When you go in a corner, you don't look at the side of the road where you can go into the wall, right? You look at the solution. You go outside where you want to go in the corner. So
yes, you have to look at the way you want to go.
exactly. So it's also a mindset of looking at the solutions rather than looking at the problem. And that's skills that you really need to master to ride the bike safely. And it's a bit
Yes.
the same for life, you know?
Yes. And when sorry, some women ask me, they say they want to ride motorbike like me, like I did, like I do. And I say, yes, you can do, you just do it. Because I how to say, I start from zero. I start from zero how to ride a bike. So
do you
if
teach women now, or do they have to go to school? Is it easy to learn in Thailand? Like, are the riding schools?
I
You just
will recommend, I will ask them to go to the riding school. It's better because they have like good lesson to teach you. And I also learn from the riding school as well.
Okay.
And then, so if I know anyone who want to ride, I'm gonna ask them to go to the riding school. Is because if you know how to ride, if you know how to ride, how to say, if you know how to ride well, not just riding, but you have to ride well. And also it's become with the responsibility, you know, when you ride, for you it's safe for you, and also you have to respond to another people who is on the road as well, you know. So
because you know, again, I'm taking the example, I only have the example of France and Malaysia where I live. So for example, in France, the riding school are pretty good. They have to be certified. So we do like a training on a closed environment, and then we also do training in the traffic. But in Malaysia, for example, when you take the riding license, they don't teach you in the traffic. You just do a little circuit and that's it.
yeah.
So of people, they after the riding license, they prefer to take extra classes to build the confidence. So how is it in Thailand? Is it the same, or are the riding school a little bit more, a little bit better? They train you in traffic too?
No, it's the same. It's the same in Malaysia. So it's like the license is just, you have to write to pass to get the license. But in real life, you have to take a school, you know, to learn by yourself. I take 2 classes personally, and then in Honda riding school, the basic big bike and intermediate big bike something, and then another course I take up personal in the group.
Really feel confident
with my bike. With my bike. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So tell me, we're talking about girls, and so I know that you started Moto Girl Thailand. It's a group of Motorcycle Girl Riders Thailand. So you call it MGRT. So it's a group of ladies. So first, before you tell me about this group, I'm curious to know, what do you like about riding with women? Because you could also have started a group to ride with friends, men and women. So why women in particular?
Actually, there are many of riding group. I mean, ladies, many group in Thailand. But when I start Actually, I'm not a group, not a gang. I told you before that because it's just a page. It's just a Facebook page that is Motorcycle Girl Riders Thailand. I start doing this because I start on my own to ride, and when I go with the guys, you know, with the men, they are talking the man things, and I, you know, I don't know what to talk to them in the girls thing.
So you are a little bit bored with the guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I said, okay, it's gonna be good if I have some girls to come to go with and then talk to, you know, the girls thing is it's different. It's big different. So I start the page and then it's like, if I know anyone who ride, I'm gonna add them a friend via the Facebook, and then knowing each other, and it's become like a community. And then when we know each other, and then I ask them, would you like to hang out? So we start come like, you know, 2, and then become 4, 5, and then sometimes become, so it's become big and bigger. It's depend on the
rides together. On average, how many girls are you? So you know, we talked earlier about Amber or Wasawisa.
Actually, we are all.
You told me they ride with you, but with the others who come, usually are you like 3, 5, 10 when you go?
Actually, no. Actually, I go solo. Also, Amber, Bazaar, we are all independent rider. We don't have a group, but sometimes we met to go somewhere, you know, a small trip, like sometimes couple or 3 or 4, whatever, small group, and sometimes big group. But I don't like big group, going big group, because, you know, it's too much, too many people, and sometimes it's kind of dangerous for me, because we don't know. Yeah, it's different level, you know.
So it depends on the experience level, but usually
yes,
5, 6 is a pretty cool group.
Yeah. So the MGRT just a community for the ladies who ride, and then if we got a chance, I'm gonna ask them, hey, you guys want to hang out? We go somewhere to eat something at night or whatever, riding together, and then eat, and then other have a chit chat, and then separate.
So usually when you do ride with the ladies, you go to a certain place and you eat and discuss and then come back, or do you do any specific, or do you do any other activities or weekend tours, or it's just like doing a ride in the area and some makan.
Now it's just ride and then have a chit chat. No, nothing special. But I'm gonna do a campaign for breast cancer this year. Hopefully, I can do it if the COVID situation is better. I would ask the lady, I mean, all the girls to join, or even the guys, the men, whoever want to join to join the campaign of breast cancer awareness month in October this year. Hopefully I can do it. We can make it happen. And then I'm just planning what to do about this. So the main thing.
That's your big project or big motorcycling ambition for this year.
Yes. Because when I first ride.
October 2020?
Sorry?
It would be October 2021, sorry.
2021 this year.
Okay, 2021 this year, you hope to make that big one. Okay.
Yeah.
You told me you plan to do it in Bangkok. So why Bangkok? Because you're based in Chiang Mai. Do you want to do like a big ride from Chiang Mai to Bangkok and then the event in Bangkok? Or
I'm thinking about that. Maybe because I cannot ride. I just got an accident, and I hope I can ride a year later. So I may, I
at the moment.
yeah, cannot. I just can walk with a stick. You know,
But
my left leg was broken, and then if I the riding campaign is happened today this year, I'm gonna go with the sidecar. You know, my friend gonna ride it and I'm gonna sit on the sidecar and join the event. This is what I'm thinking about. So maybe
very nice. Or you can walk on the bike. I mean, honestly, if we can travel by then, you know, for me, it's just a little flyaway. So I'd love to come. And I take you on the bike with pleasure, you know. That would be fun. But
maybe
maybe the sidecar is more comfortable. I don't know. I've never ridden on the sidecar. I'm not sure it's comfortable.
Me too, I never. So maybe I'm gonna do it in Bangkok. I mean, I will fly to Bangkok and then do the event, do the campaign there. Or before I got an accident, I want to ride from Chiang Mai down to Bangkok to join big event. I mean, if anyone want to join me from Chiang Mai, we can ride together in a small group or big group or whatever, or whenever you want to join me during the way down, on the way down to Bangkok, you just join me, and then we're gonna meet in Bangkok for that event, you know.
Nice.
So
sounds exciting. And so tell me what happened. You told me your accident. So what happened?
it's on 21st of February. I have a trip from out of Bangkok. It's Uthai Thani is near Bangkok, like around 200 something kilometers from Bangkok, 3 hours from Bangkok. Yeah. And then the way back from Uthai back to Bangkok, the car just cut into my lanes. They want to get into the gas station. And then, you know, I just riding, and then suddenly they hit me, and then I fly, you know, 3 meters high down in front of the gas station. So I have my brain was bleeding a bit, but it's lucky me that I'm okay, you know.
The importance of the helmet, hence the importance of the helmet. And
yeah, because of helmet. And then my left leg was broken. My bone here is fractured, you know. My right toe leg, my left toe is broken. So it's like, you know, my whole body was injured. But the big thing is just left leg that was broken. So it takes like 6 months to take time.
that's how we learned. I think you're going to be an excellent rider, because I know you've had a few accidents before as well in different countries.
Yeah.
And you're still going back on it. You know, it's like,
yeah,
nothing can kill me. You know, I'm unbreakable. I go back on the. But yeah, it's true, you know, sometimes, and it's good to get back fast. It happens, but it's also like it's such a common situation. You know, we always say that you're on a bike. That's why riding skills is so important, and learning to anticipate these kind of things.
Yes.
You know, keep sufficient distance margin with the traffic. How to kind of anticipate what could happen, because you're used to it, and adapt your speed, because you know, if you were going faster, maybe it would have been worse, you know. And we always say, like, on a motorcycle, we are less stable, less visible, and more vulnerable. So true, you know, we can't say it's not a risky activity, but you know, driving is too. And there are many other, it's just about doing it safely. And that's why I'd love to see more women as well riding, because I think that overall we don't necessarily have this urge to always go faster. The women that I know who ride, overall they are much safer. They want to learn, they want to be able to do it safely. They are more responsible. And I think if there were more women on the road, it would be a little bit safer for everyone. Maybe not on car, but on bike for sure. So tell me, so that's the big plan for October, hopefully,
Yes,
and
yes.
to do this ride with the ladies. So that's going to be exciting. Anything else you would like to share with us?
I don't know. next month I'm gonna have a trip with you know, a small group of ladies, but I will join them with the car, and some of them gonna ride to Chiang Rai near Chiang Mai.
Nice.
So it would be
connect anyway, you know, when we share the same
yeah.
we can always see each other without riding. We have the same spirit, you know, the same.
Yes.
Oh yeah, one last question I wanted to ask you. So I said you've been traveling. So you traveled in Indonesia. I know you came to Malaysia as well once.
Yes.
And you've been traveling. Do you have your best memory? Where did you like riding most?
I love them all, but the one I love is I'm riding solo in Okinawa. It's an island in Japan, so it's like a small island. So it's like, you know, just I can almost around the island, but not really. As far I been there like 10 days or something, riding solo with a small bike. So it's very fun. That's my very first trip. I mean, going solo aboard. So I choose Japan because I've been to Japan many times, and I think Japan is one of the country that is very safe for riding for me. So I choose Japan for my first solo motorbike. So it's quite very fun with small bike. It's easy, you know. Yeah. Going with big bike is like, you know, very difficult when you go, you know, you want to go around in small island. Small bike is very much fun. Yeah, that's it. And so far is I trip in Leh Ladakh, India. It's very beautiful. Yes, I love it. I love that trip very much, and I want to visit India again if I have chance. You know,
if you love the Himalayas, you know that I was supposed to organize a first tour in Nepal, in the Himalayas as well, to go and it was supposed to happen in April 2020. Obviously, postponed, but that's one of the first trips that I want to do. So hopefully now, probably in 2022. So I'd love to have you. That's going to be amazing.
I would love to. Yeah, I would love to.
The trip is going to be in Lower Mustang. So, you know, Nepal is very challenging. It's a little bit like that, but even more difficult in terms of riding, much more difficult. But that's why we do it. The Lower Mustang one is a little bit more accessible. And also we are going to meet like local women riders, in homestays. I'm very, very excited about this trip. Last time I went was in December 2019. And so we started working on the trip with my local friends there. So yeah, if you love the mountains, if you love the challenge rides and being in the rural areas, and Nepal is very, very spiritual.
Especially
mountains and the Nepalese people, I love them. I mean, that's my favorite riding destination, no doubt. So yeah, I'm sure you'd love it.
Yeah, I'd love to go too.
Well, thank you so much, Ling. It was great chatting with you. I hope you join for our event. You know, next week we have an event around motorcycle maintenance. So we have one of the ladies who's Mary from Australia, who's going to do a kind of a bit of basics of motorcycle maintenance, and we're going to do some quiz and ice-breaking games as well, so that we can meet other women riders in the region. So I hope to see you there. But until then, it was great. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for sharing your super inspiring story. And yeah, I can't wait to meet you, because I'm sure we will. We're just next door. So
yes. Thank you as well.
Yeah, and let me know if you need anything, if you want me to help with the shout out for the event in October, with pleasure.
Okay, okay. Yes.
Take care.
Thank you, thank you, thank you as well.
Back on track soon so that you can ride again.
Thank you. Okay. Bye. Have a good day.